Hello, everybody. I'm the Gaming Goose, or you can just call me Goose. I was one of the first Paragon players, and I cannot even begin to express how excited I am to be playing Fault right now. While I do stream on Twitch, I'm pretty new to YouTube content, so I welcome any suggestions or ideas that you guys have for improving this channel and my future video. This video is going to go over the basics of playing Murdoch, one of the two ADCs currently available in Fault. Please know that the game is in a very fluid state, so the build that I show today may not be the best thing for you to be building at the time that you're watching this video. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay and let me show you how I'm currently building him. The first thing you need to do when you load into a game is to pick two factions. Right now, there are 5 faction groups, each with 3 options, except the purple faction, which only has 2. You primarily want to stick to the red factions as the ADC, or the carry, in your games. The 2 red factions you want are called Hunter and King. These 2 factions will give you extra healing and extra gold for effective last hitting. This will help you stay in lane longer and get ahead faster. They also reward aggressive laning, as the Hunter faction will give you increased attack speed when attacking the same enemy, and also gives additional gold for kills and assists. In this recording, I was testing out using the green faction, as many junglers have only been farming half the jungle, leaving 5-stack camps available for me to farm in between my lane waves. Again, I wouldn't normally suggest this, but I wanted to try something new while I was playing. Again, generally you want to go with the Hunter and the King factions out of the red faction group. The next thing you need to do is pick your first items. Press I to open the item shop, and on the left side, click Recommended to show the recommended items for your hero. If you're new to the game, following this suggested build path is not a bad idea. However, you will see I build things in a slightly different order. I am a mid lane main, so I may not be the best ADC, but this build has been working pretty well for me so far. The starting items you want to pick are a health pot and a pistol. The A pistol will give you 8 physical power, and the health pot will give you the ability to heal yourself for 100 HP twice before backing. Note that this pot refills every time you return to base, so you don't have to repurchase this every single time, and that 100 HP can really help you extend your laning phase. In this game, I'm going to be laning against Nabori, who is a very high skilled Fault player and Twitch streamer. If you don't follow him on Twitch, I do recommend stopping by his stream sometime. You might be able to learn quite a bit by watching his stream, as well as mine stream, and some of the other big Fault streamers right now. Unfortunately in this game, their mid laner did not load in, so the match was 5v4. That's still pretty common at this time, unfortunately, but either way, you should be able to pay attention to how both of us work during the laning phase, and how we position ourselves for team fights. The number one thing you need to focus on in the early game is killing the enemy minions. Last hitting these minions will give you gold, which is what you spend to buy more items. The biggest problem I see for a lot of new players is the lack of attention to this part of the game. For the first 5 to 10 minutes, this should be your number one focus, meaning you need to stay alive and stay in your lane as long as possible. Basic frontline minions will give you 50 gold, ranged minions will grant 40, and the large siege minion grants 90. As you can see, this gold adds up pretty fast, and the better that you farm these minions, the quicker you can get ahead of your opponents. Minions also give you experience, or XP. As you gain more experience, you can unlock and upgrade your abilities. The order that you do this depends very heavily on the hero that you're playing. Generally, for all heroes, you should upgrade the ultimate ability every time that is available to upgrade. For Murdoch specifically, the order you should upgrade the rest of his abilities are Q, E, right mouse button, which are his buckshot, trap, and his pushback shield.
An enemy has been slain. enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
While in lane, you should try to get to about 1700 gold before you first back. This is an ideal situation and is not always possible, but this will allow you to upgrade your pistol to the Soul Blade, which will increase your power to 39 physical power and give you 4% lifesteal. While this doesn't always feel like a lot, it is enough to help you stay in lane that much longer, as you can heal by farming the enemy waves.
An allied tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
You'll notice at this point that my wave is pushed up pretty far in the lane. I support back to buy more items, and I haven't seen the enemy support or enemy jungler for a little while, so I'm hesitant to push up in the lane too far. Understanding when to push and when to sit back and soak up XP will really help take your gameplay to the next level.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Because I decided to wait for my team, we now have 4 people in the left lane, so pushing is the right option. Even though I'm pretty low, I trust my team to provide enough damage and enough heal to keep me safe.
An enemy has been slain.
Sure enough, we pick up the T1 tower and pick up a handful of kills as a team. I personally pick up a couple kills and get even further ahead.
Enemy has been slain.
At this point I can back and finish my first full item. K Castle gives you 68 physical power, plus another point of physical power for each rank. I'm currently rank 6 in this game, so this gives me 74 total power, which will continue to grow as I rank up through the game. I also still have the 4% lifesteal that I got from the previous item. This item also has a unique active that lets me dash forward 600 units. This one can be kind of hard to understand what 600 units is, but you'll get a feel for how far that is as you play this game and start using items like this. This can be used offensively to chase down an enemy, or defensively to reposition in a fight or even escape. Since ADCs are typically low mobility heroes, having this additional mobility makes a huge difference. If you've been paying attention to my gameplay, you'll see that I press tab quite often to bring up the scoreboard. I'm not doing this to make sure my KDA is the highest on the map. I do this because I want to know what the enemy team is building. Knowing what to build is just as important as watching what the enemy builds. The items that the enemy team builds are only refreshed when that enemy is seen again. So if the enemy backs to their base to buy, I won't know what items they've bought until someone on the map sees them again. Being aware of what items the enemy team has can help you decide if being aggressive and engaging is the right decision, or if you should focus on farming and catching up. At this point, with 5 kills, I'm pretty far ahead of the enemy Murdoch, who has not been able to complete his first item yet. This helps me feel comfortable with the idea of engaging in fights, provided that I know where the other enemies are.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Raptors are an incredibly important objective in the game. Each one not only grants 230 gold, it also grants 1 favor. In Fall, you earn favor by completing certain milestones. Some examples of those milestones are taking down the first enemy turret, killing 50 minions, or killing a raptor. You should be spending your favor similar to how you're spending gold. Favor is spent towards one of the factions that you picked at the beginning of the game. For ADCs, you typically want to put all of your points of favor into the red faction. You can do this in one of 2 ways. First, you can open the item shop and click the plus button under the red faction, or you can do it by pressing Ctrl and 1 to upgrade the red faction. This will increase the stats of that faction that I went over at the beginning of this game.
Enemy tower destroyed.
At this point, I can back and start buying towards my second item. In this game, I decided to go with Vor Steel as my next item. However, you might want to build Boots as your second item, which would be Hunt for ADCs. Another possible option you can build second is Al Ammo, which will just also give you additional damage. Deciding what item build second is really dependent on how your game is going so far. Like I said, since I'm pretty far ahead at this point, getting that Overheal as the unique passive on Vor Steel is the best option for me. However, in a little bit more of an evenly matched game, I would suggest building either Al Ammo or Hunt Boots as your second item.
Been slain.
As I said earlier, many of the junglers I've been playing with have been leaving one or both camps on the 80 side open, giving me a chance to clear additional camps. That's why I decided to build the green faction at the beginning of the game. In general, you shouldn't be taking the jungle camps, especially as a carry, but getting the extra farm at this point is really just going to push me even further ahead.
Enemy tower destroyed. An allied tower is under attack. Allied tower destroyed. Slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
The enemy team decided to forfeit at the 15-minute mark, which is the earliest Fault currently lets you forfeit. Winning 4 versus 5 is possible, however it's very difficult against mid to high level players. I did not get to fully build Murdoch in this video since it was only a 15-minute game, but I can kind of give you an idea of what I would build next. I generally like to build boots as my second or third item, depending on the enemy composition, but if you feel like you need the extra power to get ahead or stay ahead, then go ahead and build a damage item next. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I really hope that it can help some of you guys, especially those of you who are new. Watching videos like this, watching people stream the game on Twitch, and just getting into games and trying things out for yourself is the #1 way that you're going to get better. I know it can be frustrating at times, but just keep pushing through it, and I promise you will get better and you will learn the game. I want to send a huge thank you out to Strange Matter Studios as well. I can't believe I'd be playing a game like this again. When Paragon closed down, I thought that was the end of it. I thought I'd never see some of these community members again. But here we are at the end of 2019, playing all of our favorite game. It's really unbelievable, like the best dream I've ever had. I'm just waiting to wake up from it. So again, a huge thank you to those guys. They've done an incredible job already, and seeing the updates that they push every single day, it's nothing but impressive. So again, thank you to them. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and I can't wait to make the next video. So again, if you have suggestions, just let me know. I'm going to try to make those for the next video. Peace out, guys.